5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Alliances turn to ban.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Alliances turn to pick.
Clockwork!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Rubik!
Alliances turn to pick.
Yeehaw!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
Faceless Void.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to bang.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Bloodseeker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to pick.
Vengeful spirits.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Earth Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
Medusa.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Alliances turn to pick.
Admiral Concar.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, here we are. Day 3 of the group stage, and we're already underway. Alliance against Extremum Lacoste. The panel making a lot of good predictions with the picks there. Deciding to go with Alliance. What are your thoughts on the draft overall?
You know, whenever I hear analysts talk on the panel about the drafts, they get a couple of picks correctly. If they lose, that kind of makes you a bad analyst, right? You know, you predicted, but it was a bad pick. In this scenario, I think Alliance is just gonna roll over them. 10 pick them or so, there's not a single hero that can counter it. The damage is pretty static. Kanka on the mid lane. At one point, you need to have a spirit vessel, or you need to buy so much time. Somehow, this is something that I'm trying to think of. Like, how is Kunkka gonna do some amazing stuff? And with the heroes that they have, that Medusa gets like 2/3 items and just snowball. Venge Medusa, don't get me wrong, one of the strongest combination in the game, where Vengeful Spirit can stack multiple camps at the time. You with the terror, with the attack, you can stack 3 camps if you're good. Then Medusa, but they also have some nice heroes to take the stacks away from Extremum.
It really is going to come down in large part to Extremum kind of barricading their jungle areas, right? Defending with Clockwork, defending with Kunkka. They've got some decent ways to choke point fight, get themselves on these ramps and in these jungle entrances, and try and make sure that the stacks that you're mentioning Venge will be making can be taken by the Medusa. But the big question here is going to be, how do they handle Limp's Timbersaw? He's playing mid, and it looks like it will be Kunkka mid against him, which is not a great lane to begin with. And then you've got the snowball effect from Bloodseeker, Timbersaw, giving space to Nico Baby's Void. It does feel like a classic Alliance draft with signature heroes. Extremum, let's hope they've done their homework and they've got something up their sleeve, because this might be a rough road for them in game 1 of this best of 3.
We cast some of their games during the qualifiers. I was really not impressed the way Extremum played. They managed to win only 1 series, and they qualified some like wonky drafts. Overall, not really impressed the way they are moving around the map. Not the team that tends to play from behind, knows how to make a comeback move. But having Medusa and Vengeful Spirit, like, if you don't have anything else prepared against a strong team like Alliance, this is something to go for. It's not what we call cheese, but still, it's something that you can pull off. They're not prepared for it. Medusa just flash farms Venge in a lot of trouble on the bottom.
Yeah, they very nearly just kill off G immediately. Hanskin is the one to grab the bounty rune, so it looks like 3 go the way of Alliance. But I can feel what you're saying. If you don't have any kind of cheesy strat, something stable, right? Something that can work, and the stats will say that this combination of Venge Medusa is always going to be strong no matter what. It's easy to execute. Just need to get a couple of items up on Nefrit. And I think the games that we did see from Extremum during the qualifiers, it often felt like when G was on a hero like Ogre or like Venge, and they were able just to follow G around, and he's the one that scouts people out, starts team fights, they can do very well.
He had an amazing Ogre game where he just popped off. He was maxing out Ignite, Fire Blast, having 1 point in Bloodlust. He had Ether Lance, cast range on level 10. Like, he was all over the place. It was not just a standard position 5 Ogre. There's the pause, 1 disconnect, the classic one, so it does not happen after.
Ooh, 2 disconnects, Lacoste. That's new. So something worth mentioning, of course, with Hanskin playing the Earth Spirit, it is a position 5 Rubik, which Alliance have pulled out from time to time. They like to do the kind of bait and switch. First phase Rubik, you expect it to be, a position 4, then you expect it to be laning with the Bloodseeker, which is a laning duo that we very often have on our screens. But Alliance moving things around a little bit, giving FNG that Rubik. So he's there with Nico Baby top lane, Clockwork for Velior dragging waves around, and the position 3 Snapfire for Malik, who we saw play Void Spirit in the majority of his games. When that's not banned, he's pretty much on it, so nice to see him a different hero.
Yeah,
and then mid lane.
Becoming more popular. We've seen some mid Snapfires in the qualifiers. We see it as position 4 or 5, sometimes even position 3. It was a first pick Clockwork. I don't think Clockwork's gonna have a good game considering the heroes he's playing against the Timbersaw. Faceless Void can just time walk, Earth Spirit kick him out, Rubik with telekinesis, so it doesn't seem like a dream Clockwork game.
It really doesn't. And Bloodseeker is Medusa down bottom tier 1 because Hanskin has dragged that wave back. Lots of creep manipulation going on, both of the side lanes. G battling up against Hanskin, thinking about going for it, but it is the first blood in the mid lane, where Limp finds the solo kill on the Kunkka. I mean, we knew that one was going to be rough, but less than 2 minutes in, Lacoste already taken a kill.
Well, kind of expected, but, Timbersaw not even having a point in Timber Chain, no Verling, that's something that we see, an extra point when they're playing against a melee strength hero. put some extra points in reactive armor. Like, I don't see this Timbersaw, if he gets like a hood, like he's good to go. The damage is pretty static. They need to bring 4 or 5 heroes to actually bring this Timbersaw down. He's off to a very good start. Blockford, yeah, that's gonna be a kill.
Yeah, they do find FNG. Nice little cookie into the battery assault. Extremum at least striking back there. But I guess that is FNG's job up in this top lane. You're keeping Nico Baby safe and sound. Make sure he doesn't burn through too much of his regen. Tank up as much of that quick aggression as you can.
That's his job. Die, bring some extra healing salves, some tangos to your safe laner. Veller, he'll pull another wave. They understand that have a lane in a good spot for them to play aggressive, and this way Snapfire is also getting some solo XP, being level 3. A good thing about this lane is even if you use Time Walk or Telekinesis, there's a cookie to follow him up. There's the bash.
Oh, Nico Baby wanted it so bad. Level 2 in that bash, but doesn't get one. And quick peek back into that mid lane where Timbersaw 21 and 9 CS. Kunkka at 9-0. He does have boots now up on Melojul though, so at least some way to try and get a bit of distance away from Limp. But that's a level 5 Timbersaw with Soul Ring boots, and he's just diving tower.
If you check his items on Kunkka, Quelling Blade, Brown Boots, and the Circlet, you know something's wrong. You know, this is not your typical mid build. You know you're in a lot of trouble.
Does he die here? Limp is going for it. Doesn't have the chain though. Like you said, he's gone this 2-0-3 build. But he forces the Kunkka away from creep wave. He's tanking tower, getting reactive stacks. Limp is having a glorious laning stage so far.
Illusion Rune, that's actually the worst one Timbersaw can pick up. Not much you can do with it. Can't even stack the camps. It's the 4th minute mark. Kunkka trying to get a bottle. I mean, he might just bail and try to go in jungle, make stuff happen. I've seen also Kunkka's play behind the tier 1 and tier 2 tower when he's playing against the Timbersaw. That was an option for him to do, but he needed to do that a bit earlier instead of just trying to play against the Timbersaw in the lane. So yeah,
they're chasing Medusa down bottom. Nephrit in trouble here with a Bloodright landing after the roll, but it looks like with no continuation alliance, just chipping away at her regen. Now, two Wraith bands, got some salve and stuff on G as well.
Well, when I said Illusion is not the best rune, look what Limp is doing to Melojul. Forcing him to actually use Torrent and try to kill the illusions.
But yeah, like they scouted him out. You were mentioning that he could try and cut wave, right? The illusions scout him on his way, then the real hero comes across. Really, really nice use of the illusion rune there by Limp. We can just see that first blood back a little bit as Limp did take him low. Then, of course, the kill onto FNG. Just the cookie into the battery assault. Currently 1-1, but you know the kill score doesn't tell the full story. Where every lane feels uncomfortable here for Extremum. Nothing safe, nothing sacred.
It's the classic 1-1-1. 1-1 score, 1 gold lead for Alliance at the moment. Nico Baby having a really good time on the top lane. I mean, same goes for Medusa. Medusa, they're not threatening a kill on Medusa whenever Revenge is around. Top lane.
They are trying again onto FNG. And there's the combo. Snapfire plus Clockwork gets straight on top of the Rubik. And now they can go back for the bounty runes. Looks like 2 will be grabbed south by Hanskin, then Velior can go to the northern ones.
I'm waiting for it, Gary. Say it. FNG is doing his job.
He is doing his job. Oh, look at Limp. He's come back to top tier 2, found the Kunkka who's been stacking waves, and poor Melojul, what is he now? Level 4 on the Kunkka, 5.5 minutes in.
He should have done that way earlier, or not try to do it right now, or just be in the jungle at the moment. Because Limp can be, you know, at every point of the map. With the Timbersaw, he has enough mana sustain with Arcane Boots and Soul Ring to kill the creep wave easily. Valor also trying to make
look
stuff
at the Clockwork. Actually, Hanskin's found the Kunkka. You know, Clockwork's gone dragging waves for the Kunkka, but the Kunkka can't come and collect them. Kunkka's been found, and Hanskin's zoning him out completely. Man, it must feel so bad to be this Kunkka right now. Can't go jungle, can't cut wave, can't go into lane. Doesn't have a home. And this also creates more problems, right? With Clockwork leaving top lane to try and save Kunkka, you're leaving this Snapfire top lane isolated, and they do go for the telekinesis top. Oh, is Limp going for the Kunkka again? Melojul, he's trying to run back. Malik top, getting chased, but will be fine. But you take one of those pieces, one of those cogs out of the machinery. Wait, is Limp still going for this? Limp, you absolute wild animal. Diving tier 3s, 6.5 minutes in. Come here, Kunkka. There is a point in X marks, as well as a potential torrent. But the rest of Extremum want nothing to do with this Timber Sword. They want to dodge him.
And while Limp is doing this, there is Hanskin on the mid lane, collecting some experience, getting last hits on the Earth Spirit. Bloodseeker, already level 6, so these two need to play together. Otherwise, people are just gonna TP out. And as for going for the standard build, Veil to amplify any kind of magical damage that they have. And it works especially well with the Earth Spirit on the team.
They're going on top. Limp is in onto Malik. Down. Nico Baby just jumped forward, and the fact that Clodley can't do anything to remedy these Timber Sword rotations is starting to look pretty devastating for Extremum. Everything now very heavily reliant on G and Nefrit, this Venge and Medusa. That's the win condition, that's how they drafted it. So they've got to know that even if the laning stage goes poorly, it's all about the eggs in the Medusa basket.
Limp, once again, moving around the mid lane. Kunkka still level 5, collecting the stacks.
And go with the Chakram. TP from Velu come in. And Limp feeling just low enough to back away, doesn't want to commit under the tier 1. They've forced rotations, they've alleviated pressure from the Faceless Void, and that is really the primary game plan here for Alliance. Get Nico Baby online. We'll see that first Chrono soon. Level 6 is coming. Malik just trying to contest the little drag across here with a cookie forward. Not quite landing. Velior's going to try with a battery assault inside the cogs. And Nico Baby kills off one of them, and 5 seconds until time walk again, so Nico Baby does need to Chrono. Now both landing on FNG with a torrent there, they will find Snipe. Position 5 really down, but here's Limp, the Timber Sword. He wants something. Who's he gonna get? Velior's running off to the right. I don't know if they can actually find the kill. Chakram again to slow him down just a touch, but some good moving here from the Clockwork to try and evade Timber Chains, but the bashes from Nico Baby open it up, and Limp shuts the door on the poor little Clockwork.
I mean, the first Chronosphere was not very successful. You want to get a bigger kill, probably kill the offlaner, but Nico Baby already used the Time Walk, and it's only level 2, just to dodge some of the damage, and then Extremum started to play aggressively. Rupture used on the bottom lane, but also they did not achieve anything from that. I think at this point, Alliance should be happy how things are going for them, where Timbersaw is just farming, getting that hood that I mentioned, getting the levels. Earth Spirit, how's he doing? Level 4.5, 9 minutes in. He's gonna be the one buying the Tome. He needs to be careful, that's a lot of damage.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower
the right
is
click
under
follows. That final arrow from the Medusa clears him up. And you're right, he did need to be careful there. He'll have his urn soon, buying up that tome when it hits 10 minutes as well. Where's Timbersaw? I just want to follow Limp around. He's running away.
No stack.
He's losing his courier. Kunkka kills his courier. Now with the X mark into the boat. The land, the Mortimer's kisses onto Limp. This is a big kill. Can they finish it off though? Limp is going to try and chain away. The battery assault stops him. In comes the rolling bolt below. The pushback from the cogs, but Limp is still up. Finally, the scatter blast clears him out as Kunkka will be the trade back with Magnetize and Nico Baby arriving with a few more hits. They do get the 1-for-1, while Malik Snapfire on the retreat. Another roll from Hanskin's available after the kick if he wants to keep on going, but Velior apparently posing enough of a threat. And Nico Baby and FNG don't want to dump tier 1. And a hook shot back. They come in with G and Velior back onto Hanskin. 2 deaths in quick succession for that playmaking Earth Spirit.
This is some nice aggression coming on from Extremum, where they get 2 big kills. They kill the Timbersaw, who did not have any stacks. He's still vulnerable to magical damage, only cloak, getting very close to that bit of defiance. Rupture being used.
Still trying to annoy this as S4 pops the veil. Has another blood right now, but the rupture has expired while FNG's arrival into the blood right. They'll try to get the telekinesis play, but Valior shifting himself northwards, dodging out from Nico Baby and FNG. And the Tin Man with a battle plan is going to get chronoed up. Nico Baby shuts it down with a bubble.
You lose face.
Gets a quick kill, and now they can pressure bottom tier 1.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's
is
very
under
limited
attack.
on tower damage, so they need to play around the
Dire's
catapults
top
or
tower
just
is
bring
under
in
attack.
numbers. Nico Baby's cutting things out to see if anyone is in the
Dire's
trees.
structures are fortified.
Top lane, Malik pushing
Dire's
the
top
tower,
tower
not
is
very
under attack.
successfully. It's only a
Radiant's
snap bar,
bottom
no
tower
points in the
is
Little
under
Shredder.
attack.
I think getting 1 point in Little Shredder just for the situation like this, it's very valuable. It's -6 armor on the buildings.
Yeah, it would be great for him there.
Radiant's middle
Get another
tower
bit of damage
is
onto
under
that
attack.
tower. So Limp is alone mid. That tier 1, stopping Nitfrit from calmly farming. And even threatening a potential kill there. 200 HP left on the Medusa, but of course with mana shield and full mana is increasingly tanky. But now we're going to start to see the problems of the map for Extremum, right? Alliance will take the bottom tier 1,
Radiant's
that bottom
middle
Radiant
tower
jungle,
is
the
under
mid tier
attack.
1.
Radiant
And in the
are
next couple of
standing.
minutes, the map starts to collapse, and Extremum really are going to have to keep the Medusa right where she is now in that triangle.
Medusa still
Defending.
farming nicely. Not to be underestimated. Also, G
Radiant's bottom
high level
tower is
for
under attack.
Vengeful
Bottom
Spirit
tower
level
has
7.
fallen.
Aura is maxed out, so that's some extra agility and extra attack range for Medusa. No Midas on Medusa this time. It's a kind of a standard item these days because her talents are insanely good.
Especially when she
Radiant's
is the
middle
one
tower
and
is
only
under
carry
attack.
for Extremum, right? She is the be-all and end-all of the draft. As an initiation onto FNG, catches him with the X into boat. Extremum yet again, just finding whatever control of the areas of the map they can, but they roll in with the blood right there. They take down Malik, Snapfire's gone.
So this will be the tier 1 tower on the mid lane. Taken
Taken
by Alliance. There's no way Extremum defends this one. Just needs to find another space to farm on the bottom lane.
Radiant's
Kanka,
middle
and
tower
he's
is
struggling.
under attack.
Oh, really? It's been a hard one. I mean, he's done a good job to kind of catch up
Radiant's
to where he
middle
is
tower
now.
has fallen.
Almost 5k net worth.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you think about mid Kanka when he's playing into Timbersaw, into Morphlings, you want to have a Spirit Vessel. I'll hold
Oh,
that
nice
thought.
roll in. Up in the Radiant Triangle, Hanskin's found Belior. With the Mortimer's Kisses coming in, the Earth Spirit does have to retreat, and Belior is going to tick down to the Magnetize and Limp's arrival. Cross kill there as Hanskin didn't quite get to retreat, but with a Rupture and a Chakram, they're focusing the Medusa, speeding away to that Stone Gaze. Creates this void. Considering it, he does have Chrono here, but he just wants bash. Come on, give me a bash. Where's the bash? One bash, one hit. Thank you very much. Go. X mark, Torrent. Not going to catch anyone there. Missed timing his combo, and there's the Chrono. In with the Mortimer's Kisses, stolen. FNG lands the smooches onto the Kunkka. The Salty Dog is down, and well, Clockwork. I don't know where you're planning to be going, but you walked into the middle of 4 Alliance heroes. Hookshot into kill onto Nico Baby's a good start. Stolen hookshot though, and FNG will take him down. Turned into scrap metal.
Okay-ish, you know, for Extremum where they
Radiant's top
get
tower
what they
is under
can from this
attack.
type of situation. Nico Baby was holding on to that time walk and hookshot. I mean, if I had to choose one player who's playing extremely well right now, that's Valor on this
Radiant's
Clockwork.
top
Like, he's
tower
doing
is
so
under
much.
attack.
He's involved in 8 out of 9
Dire's middle
kills.
tower is under attack.
I like what Kunkka's doing. I was talking about the Spirit Vessel. It's too late to go for Spirit Vessel in this kind of a game, so he's just getting some extra armor and extra attack speed for Medusa. So they're gonna go all in on one carry. Hanskin, if he gets X mark,
Radiant's top
misses.
tower is under
Oh,
attack.
FNG
got it,
survives there
actually.
as well. They
He
do
actually
catch
got
him.
him.
Hanskin's down. And there's kills happening all across the map. FNG dies to the rocket flare of Clockwork. Nefrit and Valior with G trying to take control back of this Radiant Triangle.
Radiant's top tower
Thank God
is
it was
under
not me
attack.
who was controlling the camera, because I only caught one of those kills. Bottom lane, Nico Baby dodging the torrent, but you know.
This game's all over the place, Lacoste. Bottom lane, top lane, jungle, everywhere. Just action non-stop. 23 kills in 16 minutes.
Radiant's top
An
tower.
Alliance, yes, with a
Radiant's top
3k
tower
lead,
has
but I'm
fallen.
starting to feel like Extremum have a pretty decent grasp on this game, and the Medusa is starting to climb. Only 600 net worth behind the Timbersaw now. Timber, Yules with the hood, encroaching into Radiant territory once more.
This is one of the best tier 1 items you can find when you have like a Medusa Storm in the team, or when you're playing against AM, Mango Tree. Just feed mangoes
Radiant's
to
middle
Medusa.
tower is under attack.
Oh, the one back in the Radiant Fountain, yeah.
Yeah.
G's just going to be handling mangoes all game. Speaking of G, FNG and Limp shredding through the Vengeful Spirit, and bottom lane they're finding Kunkka as well. Diving in, Mello tries the TP. Is there anything to cancel? The roll is there, and he's stopped in his tracks. Clockwork retreating upwards, but it's the Kunkka that's the big target. That's for once, while Hanskin switches tact and goes for the Clockwork now, and Velior finished off by Nico Baby. So Alliance really showing their strength now, not needing to use Chrono, just getting into this position where they can launch pad back in towards mid lane and towards Roshan.
Medusa's still farming on top of net worth. We still didn't see the full strength of Medusa. The most important thing is she didn't die a single time this game, and
Radiant's
G is doing a
bottom
good job,
tower is
just
under attack.
getting some extra stacks for Medusa every single time he can. Snapfire working towards the Aghanim Scepter, so that's going to be another save on top of the swap.
And it really is rushing into Aghanims, isn't it? Brown Boots Brace Wand going straight into that Ags. Where is Void now? So he's going for that Midas into Halberd build that we've been seeing a lot of recently. Particularly good this game, right? Single ranged carry on the enemy team. Halberd has a supreme value.
Yeah, they don't necessarily need to go and land the Chrono because he understands he's playing against the Venge, so he might not get the kill that he wants. And instead he just tanks up, gets some status resistance, gets some tankiness. He understood that, you know, I can still die, and you mentioned the disarm against Medusa mid-lane.
They're trying on Hanskin. That hook shot into Cogs is trapped him inside, magnetized. Now the cookie back as Hanskin just battles in with Limp S4 and FNG all arriving. Like cavalry's here and Alliance are hunting deeper. G is going to get chained forward upon. Chakram and slow as that Bloodright did connect. Yules it off from Limp. Slows the retreat. And down goes the Vengeful Spirit in a 3-for-1. Earth Spirit, the only casualty of Alliance.
Yeah, they need to bring Medusa. I mean, Medusa is extremely farmed right now, and I feel like they should be taking the
Radiant's
fight
middle
with
tower
Medusa
is under attack.
because they don't have enough
Dire's
damage
top
to
tower
actually
is under attack.
bring 2 or 3 heroes down on side of Alliance.
Oh, you were talking about mango trees. I have one in their fountain, but look just near Medusa. That FNG mango tree there, gonna be given a little bit of vision.
That's a sneaky one.
It's not so often that I see mango trees out of the base, or even like placed across the river on the enemy side of the map.
Because he picked it up 16 minutes in, and Alex that, like, you're not gonna get too much use of that. You're not playing against AM. Everyone's pretty set on mana 20 minutes in. So just try to get something different. I like how FNG is thinking.
Dire are scanning.
And that is the reason why we don't often see it outside of the base. Just a quick cookie, and it's gone. So Hanskin pops the smoke on the Clockwork. 20-minute bounty runes coming soon. Ready here, 5 men strong, wanting to battle as the stolen cookie does catch Clock, but he's already hook-shotted out. Bloodright, therefore, won't land, but Valior still in trouble. The chase and catch potential here from Alliance with both Roll and Chain. Closing the gap on Clockwork, but Timbersaw's made a little bit of an error there going low ground. Thankfully, Hanskin not going to miss those kicks.
There's still tier 1 towers standing on the top lane. They need to... they should have taken this long before. This is something that I talked about watching Extremum play during the qualifiers, where they're not making the right moves.
S4 is getting targeted here, but he's tanky with Medallion Veil, 21 charges still, pops them, turns, battles with a Kunkka who's now in a 1v4. This macro map maneuver from Alliance allowing them to really get into these battles much faster than Extremum ever could believe they could do so, and both G and Melojul dropping there, while Medusa still continues
Dire's
farming.
middle tower is under
And Medusa
attack.
just arming up, preparing for game 2, I believe. At one point, you have to fight with your own team. Like,
Yeah.
she's extremely strong. You have Vengeful to save you, even if you're caught in a bad spot inside the Chronosphere. There's the Aghanim Scepter completed on Snapfire. Medusa, 400 gold away from that Scotty. I think this is their time. They need to make stuff happen because Alliance is just slowly taking control of this game. They don't have the best Roche taking lineup, otherwise they would have been taking the Roche long time ago. It's a Timbersaw, it's a Faceless Void with no Mask of Madness, so that means no sustain.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, they're even scanning Roshan, maybe expecting them to be heading in there. There's no medallion or anything either from Alliance. We are seeing Velior now on Extremum, about 1,000 away from Spirit Vessel. You mentioned the Ags on the Snapfire. Vlad's nearly done for G on the Vengeful Spirit. So a lot of these, Solar Crest on Kunkka, a lot of these kind of steroid items buffing up the Medusa, they are nearly ready. So there's going to be a spike in performance from Extremum coming reasonably soon. But it just feels like Alliance are, not only one step, but kind of 3 steps ahead of their opponents.
Alliance is playing this one very well. They're waiting for maybe another fight. If they take like 3 heroes out, they have enough damage, and no losses, they have enough damage to actually bring down the Roche. You can't just run inside the pit against the Kunkka, against the Clockwork, who's gonna scout things out. And now with the Snapfire, like Snapfire with the Aghanims is no joke. That's a lot of overtime damage.
It sure is. Yeah, we just finished watching the replays there. You mentioned a couple of minutes ago that top tier 1, which Extremum should have taken, and it still allowed Alliance to, bring 4 heroes top to win that team fight there, jumping across with Time Walks and the speedy Bloodseeker, the Timber Chains, the Rolling Boulder. They are able to get on top of targets so very quickly.
Extremum did not take a single tier 1 tower 22 minutes in.
Maybe they can do it now. Put Medusa up on the front lines. Everyone gather around Nefrit. Skadi Manta, 13,500 net worth. Medusa feels in a reasonably good spot right now.
Dire's top tower
Oh,
is under
spitting
attack.
out a rage creep. The
Dire
Grandma just
structures are
gobbled up a
fortified.
Vul Assassin, spat it into mid to clear the creep wave. First use of the Aghanim's ulti.
Dire's top tower
You
is
have to
under
test it
attack.
out, the range, see how it goes. There's the tier 1
Dire's top
tower that
tower
we
has
mentioned.
fallen.
Smoke coming on from Alliance. They have all their abilities up. Nico Baby does not have a TP. He's bringing one with the courier right now, but he's not going to be able to connect in the next like 15-20 seconds.
He's trying as quick as he can because the rest of his team are smoked and looking for the move forward, but it's the hook shot start things off. Everything on the Timbersaw, but the Blood Right's good. It will catch out too. The Kunkka's in the midst of it all. The self fuels up as the boat is dodged. In comes Nico now with the 3-man chrono, but the kisses, they're landing still. Grandma stops it now as the Void is left alone in the middle of all of Extremum, spitting forward a Clockwork to catch Nico Baby. But S4, he is trying his damnedest to kill off Melojul, who will finally drop. But the Medusa still stands, and that is the key component here for Alliance to contend with. The rest of Extremum are retreating though. G has nothing left in the tank, and Nico Baby appearing to arrive bang on time. They lift the Medusa up onto the high ground. Oh, Nefrit doesn't have TP. Medusa's stuck
They
there.
know. At one
under
point,
attack.
Faceless Void will just pop on the top with the Blood Right. There's the buyback.
F and G with the cookies. They buy back G, but
G
they
wants to
killed
swap
off
them
4
out.
heroes. 1 buyback. G is going to have to swap the Medusa out. G. You just gonna wait for a TP? I guess if G swaps him, then G's stuck there with no TP for 1 minute.
Just waiting to see if they're gonna go on Medusa. Good Chronosphere by Nico Baby. He connected on time, but still a bit lagging on the damage. He needs that MKP. When he gets that item, it's gonna be a different story how much damage they have inside the Chronosphere. Like they have 4 melee heroes, so they can't really throw in spells inside the Chronosphere, and he was forced to use Chronosphere on top of his own teammates, so there was no real follow-up. Bloodseeker going for a bit of the different itemization from what we see in this game. He's getting a BKB, so doesn't need to care about any of the spells pretty much, besides the Stone Gaze.
Yeah, we've seen like Greaves, Crimson Guards after the Veil, all sorts of good stuff. BKB Solar Crest. And that solo going to help them out tremendously, not only on the Faceless Void, but also trying to take Roshan in the coming minutes. Oh, Hanskin nearly connects onto Kunkka, kicks him away. Velior considering that hook shot.
Tower is under attack.
That really was a spooky team fight for Alliance. The decision from Nico Baby to self-chrono his teammates and the enemies while Mortimer's kisses were going.
Okay, I don't think Alliance, sorry Gary, is aware of this. Okay, there's the scan, they know. It's not.
They're all coming.
It's not going too well for Extremum. There's the swap into BKB.
And that's BKB. S4 gets away from danger. Now he ruptures up the Deucer, leaving her stranded kind of on the front lines, and G waiting. You can see he's primed and ready with that swap. Roshan at about half HP. Alliance not committing. They do have Chrono though. That's what they're waiting for. They smoke behind the Timbersaw. Immediate smoke by Extremum off to the left as well as the Timber Chain misses. No trees over there, and they're trying to just chip away at the Medusa little by little. These two invulnerable targets in the front, and now a hook shot into the back. Hanskin has been found by Velior, but kisses onto him. Her spits are goner. Bloodright looks decent, but the dodge away from Extremum as the three-man chrono arrives from Nico Baby. Here we go, baby, inbound and net flip, but the Medusa's so tanky. The halberd she mantas. Out she runs, off to the left-hand side, the Stone Gate's going after G, retreating to the high ground, and that poor little S4. Bloodseeker drops. Alliance lose 2 and buy back 1. Extremum doing very well in this team fight, but do they have enough left in the tank to actually finish off Roshan? Because Alliance are heading into the pit.
Alliance understands we need to somehow manage to catch both Medusa inside the chronosphere, because otherwise Medusa will either use Stone Gates and you need to back off, or there's going to be a swap. Nico Baby inside the pit. They still don't want to go for it.
45 seconds for Venge, 20 for Bloodseeker. Alliance know that they have the upper hand here, and Medusa steps down the ramp, comes down the stairs, but disarmed now. As Timbersaw turning with him a little bit. The cogs are trapping one inside, but the Skadi slowing Timbersaw down. Velior has overplayed his hand there a little bit, and this opens up Roshan yet again for Alliance.
They're inside the pit. Torrent will connect. There's going to be another boat, yeah.
Malajul thinking about Medusa and half HP, focusing FNG. Rubik's down, but Aegis grabbed up by Nico Baby, and now the chase is on. Great blood right with a rolling boulder. This zones them out completely. Medusa can't run away. She's got no save. Now the ground on the cookie in, but Nefrit is slowly but surely being tickled to death by Alliance as they find both of the key core heroes. Pulse 1, Pulse 2, Dunfor, and Malik. Oh, it's a 3-for.
That's what's such a great decision making by Alliance, what they need to do. You could see S4 using the Rupture 2 times on Medusa. Not the target that you ideally want to go for, but you know, then the Timbersaw comes in, tries to deal any kind of damage to her, while the rest is just doing the roast. So that's Nico Baby now holding the Aegis for 5 minutes, and they're chasing. They're gonna set things up with the Ult Scepter.
Yeah, they're trying to go by tier 3 again. Limper's been in before, about 20 minutes ago, and he'll find Velior. Dead for 30 seconds. They glyphed and tried to hold on to this tier 3, but the ramp has been breached. Alliance, they want some structural damage. He's even trying to clear out top wave so they can push the tier 2 straight after this mid lane take. Oh, Kunkka, careful.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
We're going to go for a boat on cooldown for 4 seconds, so that's a no. Bloodright, Chakram, kick, good cookie. The chrono, it does come through onto the Vengeful Spirit. Nico Baby gets the hero that you've been calling that he should target. And he holds on back to the low ground.
He got a really good flying clockwork.
Oh, they spit the clockwork in. He's gone forward onto Limp. But there really isn't follow through enough from Extremum to take down that tanky Timbersaw.
Okay, they got what they came for. There's tier 3 tower gone, and double damage on the bottom. I would love to see any kind of light steal on this Faceless Void. Maybe someone buys a Vlad's, or he gets Satanic for himself.
Double damage.
There's a double damage. He's a bit low on mana. I see a lot of mangoes sitting in the base when you have Medusa, and Vengeful Spirit has 3-4 slots available to just pump those mangoes on Medusa. This is the difference between, you know, tier 1, tier whatever you want to call them.
For the twin.
It's all about the little things. Those mangoes could definitely help out. As Clockwork with Malik. Snapfire here to try and handle Hanskin, but that's a 2008 Earth Spirit who's just about managed to buy time here for not only 1 kill, but maybe even 2. The swap back from G gets the Grandma out of danger. And Limp doesn't want to waste his life chasing Vengeful Spirit.
Gold for my
Jesus Christ, the attack speed that you get from Bloodseeker. Blood Rage, you're gonna get 140,
Radiant's
and
bottom
you're gonna
tower
get
is
some
under
extra
attack.
from the Solar Crest. That's extra 80 on top of that. Let's see.
Void,
There it
look
is.
at him. Look at him.
Radiant's bottom
Faceless
tower
Void
is under attack.
attacking 3 times a second.
Well, I was talking about any kind of lifesteal. Man finds the perfect item, Paladin sword.
Hell yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
30
is
seconds
under
till
attack.
chrono though. So
Dire's
Alliance
top
don't
tower is under
have
attack.
all of the tools in their arsenal already. It should be by the time they start knocking on the tier 3 bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just to kind
top tower
of
is
rewind a
under
little
attack.
bit. A minute ago we did see Extremum kind of make their move like they're doing now towards the Roche pit. And I thought it was a pretty good idea because usually Dire side would come and play into this
Dire's
triangle, right?
top
To push
tower
top, to
is
push
under
mid.
attack.
But Alliance have kind of dodged that maneuver, not giving Extremum a comeback plan or a preemptive setup around the Medusa.
Extremum needs that
Radiant's top
MKB
tower is
on
under
Medusa. She has enough gold to buy it.
Radiant's top
Aegis,
tower has fallen.
45 seconds. I think it's a good time for them to try to make stuff happen.
Go and cause a little bit of chaos. Oh, they know where Clockwork is. Nico Baby's seen him. Velio hiding in the trees, but for how long? The bash is not coming. And yet another defensive hook shot, but in comes Hanskin rolling deep. Limp looking for a target. Velior and Kunkka gonna be the two that show themselves as the Magnetize is there, and well, Velior's done. 6 feet under as the boat lands, and Hanskin will be the trade-off. Good kisses coming from an FND Rubik, though. That's not the Grandma spinning, that's a Rubik. 2-man chrono. Now from Nico Baby, focusing on the
Aegis
fellow
gone in
Clockwork,
2 seconds.
who just brought back. The Aegis is about to expire, is going soon. It's gone now. Nico Baby still regenning and healing up, though, as he takes it all. Tanking through the tower, and the Medusa hits to clear out the Grandma. Oh, dearie me, what's happened to you? In an old age home now, and Medusa the last one standing. She is the final lady. As the game is called Extremum Tap Out, and Alliance take game 1 pretty damn convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at these 2 drafts, one draft that Alliance kind of runs, these are all similar heroes. It's a Nico Baby classic playing the Faceless Void. They know how to amplify Nico Baby. They know how to play around him when he's playing the Faceless Void. And I think Extremum made a couple of bad